What's going on, guys? It's your girl, Megan Savage, and we are on another Monday video. Today, I'm going to settle one of the biggest debates that are out there in the trading industry. Forex, crypto, or stocks? Which one do we start with? By the end of this video, you're going to know which one you're going to want to start your journey on and which market is the best for you in 2025. And more importantly, why? I've traded in all three, I've lost money in all three, and finally have found success. So let me save you thousands on expensive lessons and give you all the details. Before diving into anything, I do want to give a quick disclaimer. Obviously, this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I want to be. I just want to give you guys real talk on my experience. First, I'm going to break down each market. Forex is like your reliable friend who's mostly available. Forex is available 24/5. This is great for people who suffer from trading addiction because it does give you a couple of days to reset before hitting the markets again. Stocks, think of it like this corporate 9-to-5 worker. Structured, but it's only available during business hours. And crypto, that's just like your wild friend that never sleeps. He could either make you extremely rich or extremely broke. But I want to break it down with real numbers. The thing with Forex is you can obviously trade currency pairs, you can trade stocks on the foreign exchange market, and you could trade things like gas and beans and coffee. But if you look at major pairs like Euro USD, you're seeing daily volume of over 6.6 trillion. And that's with a T. But you're probably wondering, why does it even matter? Because unlike stocks where you can get stuck in a position, or crypto where a whale can just come and dump on you, Forex gives you something crucial, which is liquidity. And you can see this if you were to go onto a chart and look at, let's say, Euro USD versus a crypto chart or stock chart. Without giving you too much of a bias, I do want you to go on these charts and take a look for yourself if you like the stability of each asset. But the big question is how much money do you need to actually start investing? If you look at one of my past videos on YouTube, I do give you a full breakdown on the biggest question that people have, which is, Megan, how much do I really need to start trading the foreign exchange market and when can I expect a return? I'll link it in the description below. But let me give you the breakdown of these markets. The stock market, if you want to look at it, it's like buying bricks to a building. So let's just say Tesla is a building, you are buying bricks to said building. The more bricks you own, the more ownership you have over the stock. I'm gonna be real with you, you could start trading in things like Wealthsimple and buy fractions of a stock, but please do not expect to retire anytime soon. I find stocks are mostly used for compounding over a long period of time, unless you're dealing with large sums of money. Then eventually you can get paid dividends, but please keep in mind, if that business fails, so does your money. Most brokers want 2,000 minimum for pattern day trading. It really depends on if you're gonna go professional or not. It also really depends on your financial goals. But honestly, that's a lot for some people starting out. Crypto, on the other hand, you can start with as little as $100, but there is a catch. The fees will eat you alive if you're trading small. Each wallet that you use, please make sure you know what fees occur with each. I would not put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to crypto, because even if it's a well-known regulated wallet, there still has been horror stories of it shutting down and taking all your money. Just look up FTX if you don't know what I'm talking about. Also, there are a lot of regulations depending on where you live. So just make sure that you are very involved in the space and the knowledge that comes with it. Forex, this is where it gets interesting because you can actually start trading with anything from $100 to $500. But please let me be clear, never trade in any of these markets with money that you're not prepared to lose. The biggest question that I get asked when people are wanting to know if they should go between crypto or Forex, for example, is if I invest $200 into Forex, let's say, can I lose all of my money and then some? So let's say that they took a trade and ended up owing to the broker. No. If you put in 400 and you blow your entire account, you lose all of the 400. You can't lose more than that. There is different ways to trade crypto, whether you're just holding it, whether you're like actively day trading it or not. The thing I like about Forex is you can set a stop. So if you're only wanting to lose $20, then you can set it so you only lose $20. Regardless of what market you're looking to trade into, there's three things that you need to actually be aware of. One is over leveraging. You'll not be able to turn that $500 account into $50,000 in a week, or even $5,000 for that matter. Number two is no proper position sizing. And number three is trading without a strategy. If you just go in thinking that you can read the market just based on a trend, you are completely and utterly gambling. Here's what starting with $500 in capital would actually get you in these markets. $500 in the foreign exchange market would give you access to trade properly with proper position sizing. $500 in stocks, you'd probably be doing penny stocks, which honestly is dangerous, or fractional shares. So like I said, you can own a portion of a stock. And $500 in crypto. You can get full coins of smaller caps, or you can get fractional ones of bigger ones. My only suggestion would be to stay away from the meme coins if you're trying to actually build an investment long term. When it comes to the learning curve of each market, I'll give you a little bit more of a breakdown. You need to understand company fundamentals, earning reports, market sectors, and whatnot. With crypto, there are new coins every single day. There's different blockchains, wallet securities. So you need to have some type of interest in these projects that are going on and understand that there is risk, that there are scams, or find a way to build enough capital to get invested into more stable coins or altcoins. With Forex, understanding the major pairs versus minor pairs, understanding market structure, and risk management, you're pretty much set. Personally, this is why I trade the strategy that I do, just because it really focuses on price action. But if you are in my free community or you've watched these videos before, you've heard me say it time and time again, it really doesn't matter your strategy, it just matters your risk management and your psychology. Speaking of psychology, with Forex, you're trading against banks and institutions. They leave footprints on the chart. And personally, that's what SMC, the strategy that I trade, is all about. When you understand market structure, it's easy to find the narrative of the market and make calculated risks based on that narrative. With stocks, you're trading against algorithms and news. One tweet from Elon Musk can destroy a perfectly good setup. Now, I'm not saying news doesn't affect Forex. However, you can stay out of the market for at least an hour after news is hit. While if you were holding a stock and the news happens, well, you just have to go with it. With crypto, you're trading against social media hype and FOMO. I'm not going to say much on this because do you remember Dogecoin? That's a perfect example. And if you want to talk about strategy comparison between the three, I'll break it down for you. With Forex, you need to concentrate on market structure, institutional order flow, and high probability setups. With stock trading, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news impact. And with crypto, technical analysis, social sentiment, and project fundamentals. That's like the gist of everything I said. Now, for the risk and regulations, stocks is highly regulated. This is the most conservative of the bunch. But you need to have bigger stops due to the bigger gaps. Crypto is like the Wild West. Exchanges disappear overnight. There's hacks and there's scams. That just comes with the territory. Forex, why I love it is there's different types of brokers for different types of needs, whether it's regulated or not regulated. Stop losses that work. And again, clear market structure. Take a shot every time I say market structure. But I want to talk to you guys about the three most common mistakes that lead to the biggest amount of money loss. Number one is market hopping. If you're the type of person who's like, I'm going to learn crypto, they learn a little bit, they find something they don't like, and then they bounce to, I'm going to learn Forex. Okay, great. Stuff starts to get hard. So you go, I'm going to go back to crypto. And then you go, actually, I'm going to do stocks. And then your head is everywhere. Guys, these are skill sets that you need to learn. Each of them has their pros and their cons. You need to stick with one, get good at it, have a good feel for the market, and then move on to another. It's important to have your eggs in multiple baskets, but you can't do that until you have the knowledge in order to actually make enough money to do so. Number two is strategy switching. I talk about this a lot in my Forex group. There are many different strategies, but like I just said, it's easy to get overwhelmed, especially if you're learning from YouTube. I love all the information out there, but guys, there are a billion different strategies and you cannot just pick and choose what you think is going to work for you. Find one, stay with it, learn it. The grass is greener where you water it. And number three is risk management. You could have the best strategy in the world, but if you are not managing your risk, you will not make any money. At the end of the day, if you are somebody who wants to be an investor, wants to be a trader, your goal is to minimize your risk and your goal is to secure the profits. If you can't do that, you are breaking rule number one. I love trading in all three of these markets. However, I'm going to tell you which one is my favorite. If you haven't guessed it already, here's what I believe Forex is the GOAT of all the markets. Number one, it has a lower barrier to entry. You have the best bang for your buck. Your dollar will go way further. Number two is I believe it has the best trading hours. It's a good balance between having some time off of the charts, off of the markets, and having a normal life while also being available for different time zones and different sessions. Number three is it is a self-development game. I feel the people who trade Forex are some of the most self-developed people that I've met. It's all a psychology game, and being a highly self-developed person allows you to live a very balanced and very fulfilled life. Besides it teaching you confidence and discipline, it makes you very sure of yourself. Number four is I feel like it's the most strategy-based, and because of that, I believe you have the upper hand when it comes to actually putting profits in your account. At the end of the day, you can make money in any market that you choose, as long as you know what you're doing. But if you're just starting out, here's your action plan. Number one is you're going to start with education. I don't care what anybody says, you need to educate yourself, unless you just want to gamble your way. In the description, I will drop a link to my free trading group where it has free education and free signals in there just to help you get started in your journey, as well as a list of brokers that I approve of and I would recommend no matter where you are in the world. I also have a bonus for you guys that choose to do it. I like to do giveaways for my community a lot. I literally just gave away a MacBook and a couple funded accounts. But there's also another bonus I want to extend to you guys of 100% deposit bonus. Pretty much what that means is whatever you deposit into one of the brokers, they will actually match that deposit up to 100%, up to $1,000. So if you put in 200, they'll match 200 and you'll have 400 to trade with. I also have a broker that is US friendly because I do know you guys have a lot of regulations over there. So if you're somebody who wants to trade NAS, wants to trade gold, wants a higher leverage, you'll be able to do that. This will also give you access to number two on the list, which is a supportive community. You'll also get get access to a bunch of other people that want to help you out and see you win. And number 3, I want you to track your progress. This is very important. All professional traders do it. They track their emotions, they track their trades, they track what they're doing. And if you guys want me to make a video on how you guys should start tracking your trades as a beginner, let me know and I'll drop that for you. If you guys found any value from this video, please hit like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments, or any topics that you guys want me to cover for another video. But besides that, guys, I'll see you on the next video. And remember, you're savage, not average.